the show Steel City Live. I'm your host, Jason. How is everybody doing? I am like all discombobulated. Let me get some lightage fired up. Ooh. And God said, let there be light here on a giveaway Friday, here live on the show. Welcome, everybody. What's up, George, Miss Pittsburgh, Sean, Nathaniel? What's up? As we get moving through the show, don't forget to crack the shit out of that like button. As we keep going here, I want to talk a little bit about maybe Justin Fields. What? To the Cowboys? I heard that rumor. Ain't that kind of crazy? Also, I did see a training video from one Justin Fields showing a little bit of accuracy. So that was a good sign. Also, Coach Mike Tomlin talking about, hey, Justin Fields' past isn't my business. So a lot of Justin Fields type talk here tonight. So we're going to dive into that. Also, I did a show earlier about the cornerback position. So we'll dive into that a little bit if I remember what I said. Just joking. But also, guys, we are going to do the giveaway. I have a bowl. Everybody's name is in it. That is a Mic Drop Mafia member. Welcome to our new member. I believe his name is Todd Wright. I want to say welcome, Mr. Wright. If I got your name wrong, I will redo it and give you a shout out. I apologize. But if you're out there listening, correct me if I'm wrong, but you just joined the Mic Drop Mafia membership program and your name is in there. You beat the buzzer. So if you join now, from now on, from after the show, you'll be entered into the next giveaway. And I will let you know the next giveaway will be $50 US currency. Yes, yes. It's a little easier for me to ship too. So that will be the next one for next month, the month of May. That'll be our next giveaway. Tonight's giveaway will be the James Harrison Super Bowl 43 framed photo from his iconic interception. So next month is a $50 giveaway. So that is a giveaway to our members as a way to say thank you. And we really, truly appreciate that. And I'll either cash app it to you or something like that. We'll figure it out. Even if I have to mail it to you, I'll mail it to you. Whatever we got to do. But that's how we'll do it. What's up, Wesley Boyd? What's up, JD? What's up, guys? What's up, Nathaniel? Hell yeah, we're going big here at Mike Drop Sports. So tell your friends, man, share it. We're gonna keep doing bigger and bigger and bigger things. As the channel gets bigger and bigger and bigger, we'll keep doing bigger and bigger things. That's what we'll keep doing. Because I want to give back to you guys that support me every day, that give me views, that give me all types of things, super chats, likes, all that stuff. Join in the Mike Drop Mafia. I want to give back to you guys. So we definitely want to make sure that we do that each and every month. What's up, Eastside KZ? What up? So we'll do the drawing here. We've been on for about 3.5 minutes. We will do the drawing around the 15-minute mark. That way we can allow people to just mosey on in. You know how we normally do it. Yeah, it would. It would buy a gallon of milk, and especially, yeah, gallon of milk and a pack of bubble gum. That might be about all you get for that. But definitely, dude, we'll try it. Stephen Carpenter, Steel City Live. Let's weld. Yeah, D said that about the milk. That's pretty funny. Make sure you hit that like button, guys. Sorry, I was running a little bit late. Had to pick up my oldest son from football and had to stop and get them food. And I got some food too, so I was eating. Say hello to my little friend. I love this little fella, man. I can't believe he still bobbles being this old. He is ancient, dude. Ancient. I don't even know when. This was made in 1975, dude. Even his little Steeler emblem is a little wore off there. Ain't that crazy? But 1975, that bad boy still bobbling, dude. Still bobbling. Hi, everyone. Happy Friday. Absolutely love it. Have you heard of Tyler Guyton? Yes, I have. Eastside Casey. He is a big guy. What if the Steelers traded back and got a guy like Guyton, who probably could be available in the later picks of like 25 and above? Maybe that's an option for the Pittsburgh Steelers. So, I mean, that's not out of the realm of possibility either. Trade back, get more draft capital. Never know. There are so many things, man, that this Pittsburgh Steelers team can do. And now you're looking at this stuff. Country of Canada says, hi, Steel Country. What's up, TJ? Welcome. Welcome from Canada. Yeah, guys, there's so many things going around right now about the Justin Fields thing. I did see the rumor about him possibly being involved with the Dallas Cowboys next season because the Cowboys are interested in moving on from Dak Prescott. I don't know. Let's just break down what the reality is right now with the Pittsburgh Steelers and Justin Fields pre-May 2. They got to figure it out. Are they going to give him that $26 million fifth-year option? Highly doubt it. Will Justin Fields come to some sort of deal with the Pittsburgh Steelers on an extension? Possibly. Will the Pittsburgh Steelers just ride it out and play it and see how it goes? Possibly. There are a lot of variables at play here, guys, and the Pittsburgh Steelers really have to play their cards close to their vest, and they really have to make sure that they're making an accurate decision. It's a shame that they really can't see how Russell Wilson is going to perform, whether or not they would like to roll with him. That's where they're kind of in a little bit of a conundrum. They got both sides pulling at them a little bit here. What's up, Nathaniel Sampson? I am hearing some more speculation on the Steelers trading back. I think it's a real possibility, Nathaniel. I really, really, really do. And it makes sense. And it definitely makes sense. Trading back in the first round, you're still going to get somebody that's pretty damn decent. And there's a lot of talent in this draft, a lot of quality talent. And if you can stack as many second and third round picks as humanly possible, if you're Omar Khan, you already have 2 third round picks. You already have 2 sixth round picks. You have a third round pick. You have a second round pick. Or wait, 2 third round picks, I'm sorry, and a second round pick. So if you stack up some more of those, I think you could really come away with a king's ransom inside of this draft with what's available. I really, really do. D, maybe they'll trade Fields to the Titans. Yeah, you never know. Stephen Carpenter, Cowboys are just trying to drive Dak's price down. That may be possible too, Stephen. Absolutely. You know how these GMs start these rumors, man. The only one that I did know a little bit about was the Russell Wilson thing because I had somebody tell me about some real estate stuff that he was doing. So, looking at possibly. So I had a little bit of an inkling that might have happened. I had shared it with a couple folks, but I never brought it out to you guys. But you never know what these guys are doing, man. You just never know. And it's so crazy, man. It's so crazy. So we try to read between the tea leaves. But Justin Fields is a very interesting topic right now because the Pittsburgh Steelers got him for nothing. And they already got back, basically that next 6th round pick. So, they're just washing shit around, man, back and forth. And I like it. Najee contract coming up soon too. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, his 5th-year option is going to be due too. That's only a $6.7 million if I'm accurate on my math there with what he will be due as a 5th-year man. And do the Pittsburgh Steelers really want to do that? That's the question, guys. He has 60 yards a game production, and I love Najee. I think he's a quality player. I think he can wear down defenses. I really like him. I'm not saying that, but I think you can find that production elsewhere, and that's probably why the running back position is devalued right now. 60 yards of production a game isn't an astronomical figure to overcome and to replace. It really isn't, if you really break it down, guys. I will never put a Steelers logo. Nathaniel, I know, buddy. You're Eagles. How'd your games go, Nathaniel? Epic Expedition, Sean, Steven. I love the emojis, guys. In the drawing, we'll be eliminating someone and then picking the winner next. Nah, I'm just picking it, man. That's how we're going to roll with it. I got them all in there. I've been stirring them up for a long time in this bowl. Been shaking them up. We're just going to roll with it. Just roll with it. We're going to pick somebody out. So everybody's name is in there. Everybody that was a Mic Drop Mafia member before 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time today is in the drawing. D. No, I'm not going to let Mason thing go. It's too artistically. Yeah, dude. D is salty, bro. He's salty about it. And I can't blame you, D. I can't blame you because I really think that the Pittsburgh Steelers made a mistake. But we will see how this all unfolds. And we will see how he does down there on that $3.6 million deal down in Tennessee. And a lot of that money is based on incentives. So I believe like probably $1 million close to it or something like that is, I think, based on incentives. So it's worth up to 3.6 million. So we'll see how that goes. But what are your guys what thoughts are running through your head if you're a Pittsburgh Steelers fan or just an NFL fan in general on with how the Pittsburgh Steelers are handling this Justin Fields situation so far? Do you think the Pittsburgh Steelers should extend him to a longer term deal, maybe try to get him to sign a 2-year deal? Is that in Justin's best interest? Does Justin want to do that? That's the case, or the question, because he kind of controls his own destiny. Because really, if he gets the walk, what's he going to make? That's another thing he has to ask himself because he's not guaranteed to make that 50-year option anywhere. The Steelers could let it ride and just let him go and go into free agency, you know? Hi, Nathaniel. Nathaniel Simpson. We won 3-1. We threw a no-hitter. They scored on errors. Lights out catching. Nice, man. Good. Good pitching. Great, man. That's awesome. So do the Pittsburgh Steelers extend that? And congratulations, Nathaniel. That's awesome, man. Glad to hear it, man. Do they want to spend that kind of bread, bro? That's the real question here. $26 million, over 26. You're almost looking at that $27 million mark. So you basically should just say it's $27 million. But anyway, so we're dealing with a $26 million franchise or a 50-year option tag placed onto Justin Fields. What would be a reasonable deal if you were Justin Fields? That's another question that I have. What would be a reasonable deal from the Pittsburgh Steelers that would make you say, I do want to stay here. I do want to extend and see what can happen here in the city of Pittsburgh? What kind of money would you be looking at needing to do that? That's the real question. I think they should trade him. They definitely got him for cheap, and I think they could get a 4th-round pick. Here's the question. They traded for him and got a 6th. They gave up a 6th with a possibility of a 4th if he plays over 51% of the snaps. Now, were any other teams in play? That's the question I asked there. Because if somebody else was going to give more, why would Chicago send him here? Just to be cool to Justin? I mean, is anybody really that cool when you're dealing in a multi-billion-dollar business, when there's massive amounts of money and contracts flying around, and the pressure on you to win is win now, and it depends on whether you have a job next season on your performance? Would you be willing to just sacrifice that to just be cool to somebody? I find that hard to believe. I really, really do. When your ass is on the line and the money's on the line and your jobs are on the line, do you really make that move and say, Justin, you know what, buddy? You're a great guy. We're cool with letting you go for a 6th-round pick. You know, we're absolutely cool with not getting any return on you. We know we've invested a ton in you, and it is what it is. And yeah, we got the first round or the first selection in the NFL draft. Is that Caleb Williams? Is he going to be any good? We don't know. Our jobs are on the line, though. Yeah, I just can't see it happening, guys. I cannot see it happening. 5th round. I just don't know. I really don't, Nathaniel. Colin Smith, I could see a trade for like a 4th or 5th if we don't extend him, let alone pick up the 5th-year option. I think an extension is the only real opportunity for Justin Fields to remain in Pittsburgh past this season. That's my only thing, I think. I don't think Omar Khan and Mike Tomlin, Andy Weidel, the Rooneys, I don't think that they're going to do $26 million for somebody that didn't have any success in Chicago unless they are really gung-ho on him and they really like what they see. But, man, there's no mini camps, no OTAs, no nothing going on right now. There's no way to gauge what he is looking like inside of your building. There's just no way to find that out yet. You got to see him play. And once that May 2nd deadline passes, the time for the 5th-year stuff is over, man. And I don't know if they have to work out that extension pre-May 2 also. I don't know if they could work out the extension later, like after May 2. I will have to look that up because I'm not 1,000% positive. There are certain stipulations when it comes to that 5th-year option guy, so I'm not sure. JD, you usually know that stuff. Hit us with some trivia, brother. D, nobody wants Fields. Dude has two greasy left hands. He fumbles a shit ton, man. Thrown some interceptions, no doubt. He's a turnover machine right now, and I just think he has to have this year. If you're Justin Fields, you have to really say to yourself, I have to have this year. I have to be able to be here to breathe and get the franchise off my back. I can't do it no more. I need to be able to refocus, man. And that's the only wise decision that he's made in his NFL career so far, if he was able to get himself to Pittsburgh, especially after knowing they already had Russell Wilson. That was the only wise decision that he ever made, to come here to make sure that he had a chance to catch his breath. So if he was part of that, that's cool. Justin has to swallow his pride and just soak wisdom from Russell, and that's from Eastside KZ. Absolutely, that is the one thing he really, well, the couple things that he has to do. Soak in that knowledge. Take advantage of the situation that you've been placed in, because guys usually don't get this type of opportunity to come to a premier franchise inside of the NFL. And yes, the Steelers are. Some may say they're not, but they are a cornerstone, rock solid, steady franchise in the NFL. That is just what it is. They are one of the premier ones, and you don't usually get the opportunity to go there, catch your breath, and figure things out. You usually don't get that chance, and Justin Fields has been afforded that opportunity, and, you know, both sides maybe can come to a deal. Maybe come to a long-term extension for 2 years. That would be something I think the Steelers should do, and I think if they would offer him, say, Justin, look, $10 million a year, the next 2 years, we will extend you, we'll keep you in the building. That gives the Steelers a little bit of an opportunity to see what Russell Wilson can do. It gives them a little bit of an opportunity to maybe look in the draft next year. It gives them some options. And like I always tell you, Omar Khan leaves himself tons of options, and I really love it. Baseball Bros, what's up? Am I in the drawing? Are you a Mic Drop Mafia member? I don't know. Nope, you're not. You got to join. Join next month. Next month, we're giving away $50 in the giveaway. $50. We're giving away 50. So speaking of that, we have been going for 17 minutes, so we're going to do this drawing, guys. Everybody's name is in the bowl. Jackson, my son, is going to come and draw it. Come on, Jackson. You are drawing it. So we got about 50 people in here, so we are going to do it. He was eating chips, so he got messy face. All right, big boy. All right, guys, Jackson is going to pick. All right, Jackson, just one piece of paper out of there. Don't get two. Just one. All right, let's see. Oh, my cousin Doug, AQ. AQ. Doug Craig. That's AQ. AQ Doug Craig. Doug Craig, you are the winner. Yeah, you got to get a hold of me. You got to email me, phone call me, something. So Doug Craig, AQ, on the Mic Drop Mafia membership page. That's who you'll see if you can see all the members. But AQ is the winner. Let me hold it up there a little closer. AQ, yep. So there was over 50 entries, guys. So, dude, your chances of winning are pretty good right now. So this is the time that you want to get involved, because next month is cold hard cash. So my cousin Doug Craig, AQ, he was actually the third person or second person that ever became a Mic Drop Mafia member. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, he stops by every once in a while. He's more of a seasoned guy. Sean was one of the first people. His sister Corey was one of the first people. Yeah, so there's been a few. So that's pretty neat. But guys, don't forget, next month we will do it. Let's look right now and I'll tell you exactly. We will tell you exactly what date it will be. Hold on. May 17th. May 17th. No, May 10th. I'm sorry. May 10th. We'll keep it the second week of the month. Okay. So May 10th, next month, mark your calendars for our giveaway for the Mic Drop Mafia members. That will be $50 cold, hard cash. Baseball Bros, you become a member by going to the membership tab on our YouTube homepage. You will scroll the whole way over to the right there when you see like community, lives, videos, shorts. You want to keep scrolling over and you'll see memberships. You hit that or join the channel. You are able to do it that way. Also, in the description of this video, there is a place that you can hit join and you become a member for 99 cents a month. You can find that in your couch cushions, which is really, really cool. So AQ is our winner here in the month of April, which is really cool. So I'm going to keep everybody's name back in there. We have everybody on a piece of paper, so we'll continue to do that. We'll find a better way to do it next time. But I thought it would be cool for my son to do it since he's kind of a neutral party. So let me write down who won. All right. All right, Doug Craig, make sure you reach out to me, MikeDropSports@yahoo.com. Give me that address, Doug. Thank you guys, too, for congratulating the winner. I appreciate that. You guys are really cool with each other, man. John Doe, Brighton Heights, that's awesome. Let's go, people. Let's hit that like and subscribe button. Absolutely. Thank you, Miss Pittsburgh. A Mike Drop Mafia member, the most exclusive membership of all time. Da 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 da. Absolutely. Guys, what do you think about my new shit back here, too? I think it adds a little spice, man. I do. Oh, we talked about that last night, I think. Yeah, you got to become a member, so it's the 99-cent memberships. That's how we get everybody's name. If I would just put it in there, it'd be hard. Like if I just say everybody whose name's in here now, it'd be hard as hell for me to keep track of. That's why we just do Mike Drop Mafia members, then we go through and do the drawings. So don't forget, May 10th, $50 cold hard cash will be given away to one lucky Mike Drop Mafia member. And then I think after that, we'll come up with something really cool memorabilia-wise. And I have a few cool things that are really, really neat that you can't find anymore. And I will bring them on the next show and show some people. I have some really cool things that are from the 70s that you can't even buy unless you really probably pay a couple bucks for. So maybe we'll do something like that. Also, Sean brought up the idea earlier to maybe do an extra giveaway next month and do some Hawaiian candies that are come right from Sean's Island. They make them right there, and we think that'll be cool to add a little extra giveaway next month too. So don't fret. We'll probably have more than one next month. Nathaniel, who would have been the next person? No, we won't draw. Here, I'll draw one more. I'll just pick a random one. Hold on. Who would have been the next person? Paranormal in the Funhouse. That's who would have been next. If I had to pick, my son picked, though. Explore Your World 2019. Hey, I caught your live finally. Thank you, man. We're glad to have you, my friend. All right, guys, don't forget, next month's giveaways, $50. Also, we're going to do some Hawaiian candy straight from Sean's Island. That's going to be really, really cool. So we can thank Sean for that one. That's going to be awesome. I'm anxious to really see what that is. He's going to do a video of where it's made and all that kind of stuff so you guys can see. Shaw GK Cash, you keep saying 60 yards a game average. That's poor assessment. He had no blocking. What's his average when the O-line leveled up? Great production. Get it right when you're bashing players. Shaking my effing head. Well, here's the thing. The numbers are the numbers. How can you really argue them? What's it matter? Who's blocking whatever? You bash other players whenever their numbers aren't high. Just because you're fond of a player, I'm fond of Najee. I think that he's good. I'm not bashing Najee. But is 60 yards a game production something that you can't replace? Let's be real. And do you want to pay $7 million to a running back in a position that's been devalued? It's just the truth, SHA, GK Cash. You don't have to really come in on me and act like I'm doing that because I'm not. I'm not bashing anybody. We're just giving you the facts. We're giving you the statistics. We're giving you the reality and the truth. And some people shy away and get mad about the truth, and you seem to be one of those. But don't do that. Just soak it in and realize, hey, no one's bashing him. I love Najee Harris. I think he's a good player. So let's roll with it and just see what happens. But if you're the Pittsburgh Steelers, does it financially, work for you to pay a running back $7 million a year? Do you have it? Are you willing to pay it? Do you, too, think that his production is of that have that much that you don't want to get rid of him, that you want to keep him, that you feel like he's that big of a key piece? That's the questions you have to ask. If they kept Najee Harris tomorrow, would I be pissed off about it? Absolutely not, bro. But guys, don't be ashamed to make your comments. Like, yes, I didn't agree with this comment. I think, people try to go in hard on others sometimes. Just have normal talk, man. I'm easy to approach, my friend. Easy to approach. I appreciate you commenting nonetheless, even if you want to talk shit. That's okay. D, I don't remember seeing Doug. He's usually here, and I just have a terrible memory. No, he's more of a season guy. He comes on during the season a lot. He's actually my cousin on my dad's side of the family. So, yeah, it's kind of weird that he even won. Hey, it is what it is. But, hey, next month, we'll go for it. Also, too, guys, I'm never take anybody's name out, so you could win multiple months. I mean, it is what it is. If you win, you win. We'll just keep adding it. And then maybe even we can get like a generator on here with everybody's names once it gets real high. We'll see. Or maybe we'll number everybody's membership and then put balls in there, and you'll have a membership number. And we'll put balls in like a bucket with your number on it and then pick them. This is Explore Your World 2019. My ideal situation: we trade down about 5 or 6 spots in round 1, and we get a right tackle. And then in round 2, we trade up into the 30s and get our center. The picks will even out. Not a bad idea, Explore Your World. I don't think that it's a bad idea. Not at all. I continually say that trading back might be the best option, and there are going to be quality players, definitely, and that is without a doubt. All right, guys, you're watching Steel City Live. I'm your host, Jason. This is only on Mic Drop Sports, the only channel that really answers 99% of the comments. So make sure you give us a like for that and hit a subscribe button for us. That's really, really important as we move through the show. Don't forget our next giveaway will be May 10th, so don't forget that. I think I remember AQ, but it's been a while. It has been a while, JD. He hasn't been on for a while. I'll hit him up on Facebook. I don't have his number anymore. Our family ain't very tight. It just is what it is. I don't know. I like the background. Thanks, Nathaniel. What's up, Tyler? Mic Drop Sports. Nice setup. I love the additional memorabilia in the background personally. Thank you, man. I'm doing well, man. I hope you're doing well. Thank you. Explore Your World 2019. I just realized that was only subscribed on my other account. Just added you here. Oh, thank you, dude. Appreciate you guys. John Lombardi, Fields was a first-round pick for the Bears. So are we on the hook for the pick? No. We're not on the hook for any picks unless he plays 51% of the snaps or more next season. Then we are on the hook for a 4th-round pick. Other than that, the Steelers are required to give them their 2025 6th-round pick. So that's how this is all going to work out for the Chicago Bears and the Pittsburgh Steelers. What happens if a winner doesn't claim the prize? That's a good question, D. If Doug says he doesn't want it and he doesn't claim it, and we'll give you like 20 days or something, 15 days to claim it. That's what our rule will be. We'll give you 15 days to claim it. We'll make that rule right now. So that way we can redistribute it. We'll pull another name. Somebody will get it no matter what. If somebody, though, doesn't claim it, we'll give you 15 days from the giveaway. And we will put those rules in on the channel bio also, just so we know. So we all are cool with that. 15 days. Let me write that down so I can put it in there. I want to just give everybody a fair chance. So we'll make sure. If Doug declines, we'll give it back out. We'll draw it as soon as we can. Any nose tackles you recommend in the draft? No, I haven't dove in a ton on that. That was kind of where I was going to start leaning here next week. I was going to really start to hit that defensive front a great deal. I think that's where I was going to move. Today's content was a lot on the cornerback position, so we'll try to go there. That's where we were today. So Monday's plans were to start into that defensive front and to really try to see what would make sense for the Pittsburgh Steelers moving forward there. We'll see really, and it's a tough thing to really gauge, guys. The Pittsburgh Steelers play that 3-4 front. So you got to have some versatile players with quick first steps. You need a big guy here and there. You got to have a good mix of players there in the up front, scheme wise. So definitely it's going to be something that I need to dive into really in depth and really examine on this draft class of where those quality players may sit, because they may not be players that everybody is thinking. Once I dive into it, we'll see. Make sure you hit that like button, guys. Let's keep it going up. What's up, Sebastian? Thank you, buddy. I appreciate you, Sebastian, very much. Yes, too, guys, we're going to do the candy giveaway from Sean, so thank you, Sean. I don't care about no giveaways. I never win anything anyway. I just come here because you're the realest. Thank you, dude. I appreciate that. Maybe you'll win something one day, though. I hope everybody gets to win one. What's up, Big Stretch? Nathaniel Sampson, I completely agree. D-Guy and I think Warren's better. You think Warren's better? I like Jalen, too. I think Jalen's top shelf, bro. I think he could definitely do some damage. I do want him to be a little bit more secure with the football, but that comes with his running style, more of like a pinball out there. And that's where you start to see Jalen maybe get a little bit loose with it sometimes, but that's okay. I think that's going to come with time. I think that ball security has been a really great thing for a guy like Najee Harris. He has really been secure with the football. I had somebody say I'd bash him, but he's definitely been very secure with the football. But we are not bashing anybody here except for Kenny Kitten Mittens because he's a coward. We are bashing Kenny Kitten Mittens. They make delicious desserts. I love desserts. Agreed, mic drop. All of the players work together as a unit. That work together is what determines the individual statistics to a degree. Absolutely, guys. You can't blame one person. A football team, a unit on the football field, a defensive unit, an offensive unit, a special teams unit is all one. The only player that can really dictate how things move along in an individual way is the quarterback. When you have those franchise quarterbacks, they elevate some play. Yes, they do. But that's about the only position that I could really say matters that much. I mean, you got to have all the keys there, guys. You got to win in the trenches. You got to have some skill players that can get some separation, get open, fight for those combat catches. And two, guys, these are all professionals. They're all good. They're all good. They really are. They're all better than us. They're good. And what the real variables that make a quality championship team are what you start to see in mini camps and OTAs and training camps. And when you see those guys coming together, how do they talk about each other in the media? How do they talk about each other just, watching them moving around out there on training camp days, at practices? How are they interacting with each other? What kind of vibe do you get when they're doing those interviews in the locker room? Do you see them joking around with each other? Do you see them becoming a tight-knit group? Do you see them doing a lot of individual things, on the other end? Are they not becoming a team? That's what you got to really be looking for in these pro sports things, or teams rather, because you can put all the superstars in the world together and not win shit. But you could put a group of mediocre football players together that come together as a family, as a team, and they could dominate and win Super Bowls and create a dynasty. And that is facts, real facts. Eastside KZ Explorer, I love Ogunjobi and Loudermilk, but they need help. Larry O, injury riddled a little bit. Gotta get some help there. He's getting a little bit older. His cap hit is a big one, about $10 million. I think they're going to probably figure something out with him. I think the draft will really dictate what they do with Larry Ogunjobi here ahead of the 2024 season. Loudermilk is a more reasonably priced guy, so yes, you can keep him as a quality depth piece. I definitely think he can play. He's not horrible, so we'll see. Football, let's go Steel City, amen. I'm the boat where Najee is better. I'm in the boat where Najee is better than we think he is, because he did not have the line in front of him that we might have hoped for the last 3 seasons. He didn't. Yes, he did not have the best line in the world. But you saw other guys rip off some big runs. Jaylen Warren ripped off some big, long runs. But Najee's a grinder guy. I think that Najee has had a fair shake over his time with the Steelers, and I'm not saying that he's been bad. I definitely think, though, that a better line increases your production a little bit. It's going to definitely help. It couldn't hurt, but it's not everything. He's getting some quality blocks. When they were running behind Broderick and Darnell last year, I thought that he was getting some room to run. Definitely did. And then when Mason came in at the end of the season, I thought that they were both getting some room to run, considering that they had to respect the pass. They had to respect the downfield game. They were starting to be a little bit more versatile, and that helps him too. So there's so many variables, and it's just not all on Najee. It's just not all on everybody else. It's not all scheme. It's a combination of several factors. Is Najee a quality athlete? Absolutely, he's an animal, but you have to just weigh the risk reward factors, man. Nick Wright thinks everyone is average because the O-line's garbage performance. Take time to actually watch the tapes before you try to devalue a player's career. Not mad he shined with a new O-line. Dude, nobody's devaluing him here. We're talking, bro. You got to get a little bit relaxed. Relax if you want to come here and talk. Just relax. We all just like to talk. And we're going to explore every option. We're going to tell the truth. And the truth is that Najee averages 60 yards a game. The truth is that Najee didn't have the best O-line in the world. That's the truth. The truth is that Najee Harris is due to make almost $7 million. The truth is in the NFL that the running back position is devalued. Those are just the truths. And we got to just explore all of those. And that's what helps us make the decision because we're reading between the tea leaves of what the team's actually going to do. Nobody's saying Najee Harris is dog turds, dude. Nobody. He's a quality player, and whoever gets him is going to be lucky. But if you're the Pittsburgh Steelers, do you value him at $7 million per? Or do you value him at something that's fair to him that he is going to consider to take for an extension? That's another thing. Is there a number out there that Najee will take, that Najee would be happy with to remain a Pittsburgh Steeler? What kills me is the Steelers think they can move offensive linemen around at different positions like there's no real difference between the positions. Yeah, they like that versatility. They definitely do. Explore Your World 2019. Definitely do. And I think that they definitely move people around a little bit. I think there's a difference. I think you need to be comfortable in your position. I don't like moving around all the time. I do like to have some versatile depth pieces, though, that can fill in case of injury and get in a rhythm and get going, for that offensive line and keep it together in case there is some sort of injury. I do like that. But yes, they do move people around. I'll make a great coach. Thanks. Thanks, SHAGK. I wish. I do coach football, though. I coach youth football, and I got to say, I love my kids, and they give 1,000%. We're not as in depth with them. We are coming out there every day to win. We want to teach them the right ways of the game. We definitely bust our ass in practice and really fight hard, and we try to have a really good time doing it. And I always, as a coach, even coaching basketball, I coach that too. I try to make sure every player is involved. I don't like guys just sitting on the bench as kids. I don't play that shit. I think everybody needs to play. I think everybody needs a chance. And you make them better. You let them get out there, and the only way to get better is to play. So I really, really try to do that. So I have great, great kids, man. My son that was on here earlier, he plays football. So does my oldest son. Explore Your World 2019. Think about how many times in the last decade the Steelers moved somebody to a completely different spot on the offensive line. That must be extremely difficult for those offensive linemen. Absolutely. And that's where they were talking about possibly moving a guy like James Daniels to the center position whenever this was going on. You know what I mean? So all this center talk, and they're like, well, James Daniels has had some snaps, but you look at James Daniels, and he's just really starting to get comfortable there with the Pittsburgh Steelers at right guard. And I think it's a spot that he needs, and he probably wants to remain in. And the reason why is he's getting comfortable. And I think he really wants to make sure that he continues to grow there. And switching spots, like you said, isn't probably the best thing. And they probably don't like it as players either. New member, George Testem. Welcome to the Mafia, George. Welcome, my friend. Loyal listener, man. Thank you, my friend. Welcome. Mike Drop Sports, I literally first heard about Justin Fields to Dallas Cowboys because of the title of this video. Why would the Pittsburgh Steelers trade Justin Fields away after getting him? Good question. Good question, Tyler. Good question, my friend. I don't know. And I don't know how true these rumors are. This is just what I've been seeing. I thought it was a good title, and I really wanted to get what you guys thought about that because I don't know how much sense that makes. I think that really comes down to can the Pittsburgh Steelers secure him on an extension? Can the Pittsburgh Steelers afford or want to sign him to that 50-year option? I think those things come into play here. And if the Pittsburgh Steelers aren't going to get any reward or have the chance to have him for multiple seasons or for, a couple seasons, I think that would probably make sense to them to trade him off and try to get some value for him just because you don't want to let people walk for nothing. After you did spend something, even if it is a sixth, it perhaps may be a fourth, you don't know. But you spent something nonetheless, which everything has some value. So you would want to get some return on your investment some way, somehow. Ryan Doran, where did you get the terrible hanky at? Like, I never, ever heard of one. Dude, this was my father-in-law's. Yeah, I don't know where he got it. It's from 2007. It has a date on it. I've never heard of one either until I saw that one. Sebastian, why running back is an underrated position in the league. You can see players like Barkley, McCaffrey, Eckler, too. It's something about injuries. I think you're right, Sebastian. It is something about injuries. You're posing that as a question. I think it is. I definitely do. It's a position in where you're getting hit and beat on, guys. You really are. And you got to be one of the toughest SOBs on the field to play that position. And you got to be versatile in your skill set. You have to be able to play out of the slot. You have to be able to run to the edges. You have to be able to pound the rock up the middle. You have to be able to read and look and catch blitz packages and provide the right block. You have to be able to block downfield. You have to be able to run good routes. So you have to be able to do so many things, which amazes me of why it is so undervalued. That is the truth. So we'll see. Thank you, man. I'm doing well. Thank you. Trade Fields. Are you insane? I didn't say they trade him. Yeah, some people take everything you say so literally. I'm not saying they trade him. I'm saying that it's a rumor that we wanted to talk about it. That's all, Everett. That's all. All right, Nathaniel. See you, man. Sagittarius, Dallas Cowboys for life, baby. You mile. Yay. D, the big D. Explore Your World 2019. I always said that Dotson was right guard, and that's where his natural position was. And when we got Daniels, he could play anywhere. So why in the heck did they insist that Daniels was the right guard? I don't know what their thought process is with that. And it's like when you drafted Kendrick Green, a guy that you knew really wasn't a great center that didn't have a ton of time there, and you made sure that you threw him in. So it's same deal. I don't know. I don't know what their rationale is with that. I don't know what they're seeing that makes them want to do that. I'm really not sure. That is a puzzle piece that we really need to investigate a little bit more. All right, guys, make sure you're hitting that like button here on Steel City Live, only on Mike Drop Sports. We really try to answer all your questions, so make sure you throw us a like, throw us a comment, throw us a subscribe. That will be awesome, so I appreciate it. And as we continue through the show, May 10th will be our next giveaway. Danny George, great show once again, West Virginia Steelers country. Amen. Hey, wild and wonderful, baby. Wild and wonderful. Miss Pittsburgh with the terrible towel. Touchdown Titans, Toby says. What's up, Toby? We trade Dotson, and a year later, he's suddenly a stud. Yeah, and they got paid too, bro. How hot is West Virginia in the summer? Not very. It is. I mean, sometimes it's humid here. It's humid here. I think so anyway. When I was in Mississippi, man, years and years ago, it was humid as shit there in the summer. My Lord. Several years ago, we asked Ramon Foster to move from right guard to left guard. We had Matt Fowler move from right tackle to left guard. Yeah, I mean, you could go even back further, and I think you could find some of those same situations, which is really crazy. All right, guys, I'm going to get a drink. All right, let's roll. All right, needed that. All right. I mean, maybe the average fan doesn't know the difference, but all 5 offensive line spots require slightly different skill sets, and then you have to apply those sets in a mirror opposite depending. Yeah, and 2, I really truly believe that you got to get comfortable. Everybody on the offensive line has to start getting comfortable. And then you have to start being able to look to the guy next to you and being comfortable with what he's going to do. Because there's a lot of things that you need to do that are unsaid, that you need to know what your guy beside you is going to be doing before they do it. Why? Because you've practiced, you've gelled, you've come together, and moving around, you can't gain that. You really got to have consistency on the offensive line at any level. It really, really hurts you. Like even in youth sports last year on our youth tiny kid football team, man, like 9-year olds playing. We had excellent skill position players, but we had no real bulk across the offensive line except for one kid who played really, really well. The rest of them were really tiny kids, and we had to shuffle them around a lot. We did make it to the championship game, but guess what? You weren't able to get consistency there, and it was really hard for the kids to gel, and that proves to be at every level. You have to have consistency at the offensive line. Why are we talking about the defense? We need a wide receiver. We need a wide receiver. We need other spots too. Defense, you always could use some defenders. But guys, sadly, I will catch up on the comments. I'm probably really, really behind. But anyway, I'm trying my best. We have a busy chat tonight, so I'm going to try. Sadly, the NFL has turned into a league that only offense matters. Let's just face the facts. Even defenders now, you can make a super big play, guys. Like, you can make a fantastic play as a defender. And what's typically going to happen? You're going to get called for a flag, and this is the facts. I'm sure other people have said this. You're going to get called. They're going to mark the ball 15 yards down the field. The league wants scoring, and it's very evident of what the league's priority is, and it is offense. And that's the league we are in right now, guys. It's just the truth. We are in a league that is all about offense and defense. You still need to be steady. You still need to be able to get a stop here and there. But maybe it isn't wise to just put all your ducks into the defense and really try to be a defensive football team. I don't know, because the league has really geared toward offense and offense only. Trev, what's up? D Guy, Dylan Baker, Najee is Saban product. We must preserve their kind. Yeah, Nicky Saban. Hey, man, college football with the NIL. Kids might want to stay a little bit later. Young men might really want to stay a little bit more in college. You might have some more 4 or 5 year players in college now. Explorer World 2019. I'm not going to bash on Kenny Pickett. What Kenny Pickett proved to me in his 25 games with the Steelers is he is the high-end backup quarterback. He has all the qualities you look for in a backup. He has one quality that I don't look for, and that's being a coward. And I will bash him. And that's the only player I'm bashing. He has no intestinal fortitude. When you shy away from competition and request to go somewhere else, I don't think it's the wisest thing. I think that the Pittsburgh Steelers had every intention of having Russell Wilson and Kenny Pickett battling it out. I really, really do. And if Kenny Pickett wasn't going to be guaranteed to start, or if Russell was going to be in the pole position, as Mike Tomlin put it, then you're Kenny Pickett. You remain in place and you bust your ass and you work and you show everybody that you're a leader and that you can get it done. Don't shy away from the competition and request to go somewhere else, and then you go to sit behind a entrenched franchise quarterback in Jalen Hurts that you're definitely not ever even going to get to play. So we'll see. I just think he has no intestinal fortitude. Steelers are bad. Trev, you're going to be in the bad boys table if you don't. That's bad. You're bad. D. Jalen has been good with the ball control recently, excluding the freezing rainstorm. Yeah, what I was saying, D, was when he gets all loose and, crazy. I want to see that a little bit more tight. I've seen him lose a couple and gain it back. I just want to see him secure that just a little bit more. But he's been good. He's been good. He's a good ball player. But I definitely feel like he's had a few fumbles throughout his time. And I just want to see just a little bit tighter on that football. Stephen Carpenter sent kitten mittens to the call legs. I love it. Ryan Dorn, Kenny kitten mittens. That comment made my day. Yeah. Meow. Kenny kitten mittens. Beer Malls, what's up? Like 20 years ago, any of you mountaineers here of Morgantown Street, Catherine Street, Jug Band, and that band, that Recipe, kind of a hippie scene bands. I know where Morgantown Street is. I don't know Catherine Street, but downtown. Hey, I know downtown. I don't know if I've ever heard of those. Very humid in the summer. Absolutely, Danny. As far as play on the field goes now, his attitude in the locker room could be another story. True. That's another variable, guys. Interviews, you know. Perhaps Tomlin told to motivate Kenny to get better and to rise up and beat Wilson out. And what did Kenny do? Run with his tail between his legs, dog kennel in Philadelphia. Yeah, he went to Philly, and now he's not going to have a chance to start because guess what? You ain't starting over Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts got paid. He's the franchise guy there. That's their man. Unless significant injury falls upon Jalen, you're not going to see any type of time. And Kenny Kitten Mittens will just fall farther and farther behind. That's just the way it's going to go. I mean, the dude would have had a chance to compete here, and at some point he would have gotten another shot. But now he's like the backup plan until someday, when/if it happens to get a chance. Absolutely, no doubt about it, man. Craig Werlow, what's up? Defensive line is starting to get long in the tooth and injury prone. Absolutely, guys. You do remember how the defense aged out back in some of the Ben era. You saw the defense age out when the offense was in the Killer B era. You saw that defense get old, and you really got to be proactive and catch that before it happens. You don't want either side of the football to age out. You got to constantly be mixing your draft picks, constantly mixing up the free agents that you bring in. You can't just load up on one side all the time because that just gets you screwed in the long run. If you're looking at long-term success, you really have to be conscious of the age of players, the injury history of players. You really have to do that. And I hope the Pittsburgh Steelers do that kind of analyzing of their teams. What's up, Fox? He's not going to Dallas next year. Yeah, you never know, man. Explore Your World 2019, the A. Smith offense, Arthur Smith offense, combined with the two new O linemen, I expect to add this year by the end of the year should pay great dividends for the running game. I hope they're definitely spruce this running game up with an offensive line addition here in the draft. And I really truly believe that the Pittsburgh Steelers have their sights set on Zach Frazier. I know that they've had a pre-draft interview with Jackson Powers Johnson. I'm not sure about Graham Barton. I thought they had one with Zach Frazier, but evidently they didn't. I was wrong on that. But I think the Steelers are putting out smoke screens. I really think they're going to be interested in a guy like Zach Frazier. I really, really do. Because I think they can get him at a pick in the second round. And I think Zach Frazier is going to really translate well into the NFL with a strong base, a wrestling background, really aggressive, definitely really good leverage from that wrestling background as a state champion in the state of West Virginia. Good wrestling here in the state of West Virginia, state of Pennsylvania. These kids up here in the Northeast really wrestle hard, man, and the competition level is super, super high. Shout out to the Connellsville Falcons in Connellsville, Pennsylvania, my old high school. They have a really, really good wrestling program, always have, under some really cool coaches. So they have a really good program. You see a lot of programs around that are really good. I know a lot of kids that do wrestle, and I think it translates well to the football field. I really, really do. Tyler, Mike Drop Sports, this is an off-topic question, but here it goes. Have you heard anything as of late as far as the NFL rumor mill and word about a Le'Veon Bell Sr. Pittsburgh Steelers reunion? I've heard it many times. I just don't think that it's a practical one. I don't think that it's a rumor that really has much merit. The only thing I could see Le'Veon Bell having is a spot maybe on a 90 man just to get a look. A look. That'd be it. But that'd be about as far as I could see it going unless he really, really wows the coaches. And it's really hard to wow the coaches unless you're getting full speed, active reps like in the preseason or something. Does he make it that far through OTAs, through mini camps to get to Latrobe, to have that chance? I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. And the divorce of Le'Veon Bell and the Pittsburgh Steelers when he went to the Jets, I think left a little bit of a sour taste in the Steelers management ownership group. I'm not sure if that reunion could ever take place. I'm not 1,000%. I know they've had Le'Veon back. I know he's been to some games and things of that nature, so maybe things have smoothed over. I just don't think you can be out of the game that long and lose that sense of speed because the game is just so fast and it gets faster every year. All right, guys, make sure you're hitting that like button here for us on Steel City Live. I'm Jason. I'm your host. This is Mike Drop Sports. Maybe we'll even throw a weekend edition in there. We'll see. Beer malls. My stepdad was a river rat in the '70s on that new river before it blew up, like around Beckley, like near Pro Kayaker. He began, dude. Yeah, that's really cool. Like New River Gorge. Yeah. I used to spend a lot of time on the Yawk River up in Pennsylvania, that runs through Fayette County, Somerset, I believe. Yeah, going down the up and down that river. Really love being a river rat, man. We swam all over the place. Cool rocks to jump off of. Really, really cool. Like almost like you see in the movies, man. You know, it's just something really, really neat. George Test in Canada had Najee running to the outside, and he isn't a speed guy. Najee isn't a speed guy. Najee needs to be in between the tackles and be able to just use that outside as a bounce out option. But he definitely should be running in between the tackles, really punishing people. But again, guys, Najee Harris is not a bad ball player. It's just whether or not you want to pay him that money. That's really what it boils down to. I heard that the Le'Veon Bell thing went out the window when they signed Cordell Patterson to be the return man because he's also the perfect third string running back for a team going all in. Yeah, and he also can play a slot receiver position. He can play a running back. He can play a returner. I think that that's something that could hurt Le'Veon also. They let wide receiver Boykin go because of the new kickoff rules. You're not going to need any gunners on special teams. No, you're not. You're going to see a more beefy package. Steeler Wade was on the other day, and we talked about that, and he was saying, yeah, I think we're both in agreement there that we were going to definitely need bigger packages on the special team side, kickoffs especially. Now, punt returns and stuff, you're still going to need gunners. I think they didn't change the punt rules, I don't believe. Beer malls. I was a part of Mountain Justice nonprofit organization to end mountaintop removal. That was when I was going to school for fish and wildlife management. That's awesome, dude. I love that kind of stuff. I love the outdoors, man. All right, guys, make sure you're hitting that like button for me as we move through the show. It's a Friday show, so we'll go a little bit longer today. Shaw GK Cash. Okay, I got you, and I know that you know your stuff. That's why I always watch you. I didn't mean no, dude. I'm not being offensive to you. I just wanted you to know where I'm coming from. I ain't bashing people, and I wouldn't bash you either. And I don't ever bash you guys. Just I was just saying, like, don't dig in so hard. You know, we'll talk about it. You got something? We'll talk about it. You know, I'll bring it up. I always promise you guys that. I definitely try to talk about everything that you guys want to talk about. I really, really do. And I respect all your opinions, guys. You guys are really smart football guys and girls. Miss Pittsburgh. I got all types of Sean, JD, AK, tons of people in here, man. Beer Malls, D, Nathaniel. So many people, guys, that are always on here that you guys are really, really smart. You know what you're talking about. And it makes for fun conversation. So I'm definitely never going to down you guys for that. Love the Appalachian Mountains. Me too. What's the worst pain for you guys and girls? We won't answer that. Craig Werlow with Najee. Try to give a fair deal if possible. If not, try to find another in the draft. Absolutely. If I'm the Steelers, I offer him my best offer. That's just all I can do. If that be $4 or $5 million a year, maybe a little bit more or something, I don't know. But I give him my best offer. I give him the option of remaining a Pittsburgh Steeler for the majority of his career. And if he chooses to take it, cool. I wouldn't be hateful as a fan if Najee Harris is on your football team. I think he's a quality player. I just don't think that paying him $10, $12 million a year is what the Pittsburgh Steelers should do in my eyes. Beer Malls, welcome, George. Nonstop Steelers news and opinions. Let's go. If they were smarter when they got James Daniels, they would have plugged him in at center then. And at left guard, they would have had Dawson at right guard. Yeah, they could have done some things. Then they got Isaac Seumalo. He's now the left guard. Does Broderick slide over to that left tackle spot? How do they handle the Dan Moore Jr. situation? Is he going to be versatile enough? You got guys like Spencer Anderson that are able to come in hopefully next year and provide a little bit of a spark. You got Dylan Cook. There's other options, and I think the Pittsburgh Steelers really need to explore all of those options and weigh out what is going to serve them best inside of the draft and where they really need to focus their attention. And center has to be a spot. I've heard others say that maybe it's not so important. I think it would be a catastrophic failure if you go into the season without a rookie in place for the future. I'm not saying they have to start right away. You could start a Nate Herbig or something, but you have to have that plan in place. And if you can get the right guy, I say pull the trigger on it. I'm not saying you reach for anybody because that's a stupid move. But if it falls to you correctly and there's a guy there that you are comfortable with, you take them and you take them right away because I think center is a definite hole. And you have to make sure that that's solidified. We'll see how it goes, though. Good enough answer from where I sit. Thanks a lot for the clarification as far as these supposed Dallas Cowboys, Pittsburgh Steelers, Justin Fields rumors. Yeah, it's complicated. I just don't know. I thought it was a really good topic, and that's why I really wanted to see what you guys had to say about it. Miss Pittsburgh with the terrible towels. Sean Tomlin's assessment with the position flexibility has been a team determined. Yeah, it's probably been a little bit of trouble, man. He probably should. Yes, you're going to have guys that come along every once in a while that are really versatile, that can do a lot of good things, so those guys are there, but you really got to pay attention to what you're doing. You don't want to disrupt things so much and make guys learn different positions all the time. The blocking's different, the calls are different, the movements are different. The first step maybe is a little bit different on certain plays. There's so many different things, especially when you're switching sides, You're used to playing the left. You're used to making this step this way for this play. You might find yourself when you're playing on the opposite side, taking that same step you would have on the other side to where it's wrong on the right side or left side, whichever side it is. Those types of things to where you got to break a habit, Shuffling guys around. What's just moved behind you? I'm not sure what that was, buddy. Who knows? It might have been me hitting the phone. Much with you're trying to scare me. Nah, take a little more of that. I can see myself. Yeah. Much with versatility for the starters. It's a lot of weirdos in the chat today saying everything. Sorry, Sean, clean them up. That's why we need another moderator too. Sean can't get them all. Jeffy Paul, come on, dude. Let me put this guy. Goodbye. How do you feel about Justin Fields joining the Steelers? I feel good about it. It was cheap, We'll see how it goes. Without seeing him in his current offense, how can they evaluate his fifth-year option as a possibility for Fields or Najee? I don't know how they do, John. That's the real question that I have, too. You're not getting to see them in mini camps, OTAs, training camps, preseason games. You're not getting to see that. And it makes it really, really hard. And when they brought Justin Fields in, I thought that was their biggest obstacle. Not being able to see him play inside of a Steelers uniform with an Arthur Smith offense and plan for the future with him. It's a really big guess. It's a really big gamble on what you want to do. I'm a real jabberbug today. You're all right, man. D guy, I also believe that the theory is how many Adrian Peterson / Frank Gores are there, backs that can play for more than 4 years. Not a lot, D guy, not a lot. And that is definitely true at the running back position. They are very quick careers, 90% of the time. Frank Gore Jr. is in the draft, and I predicted in my mock that they would draft him in the 6th round with their first pick in the 6th round. Frank Gore Jr. from Southern Mississippi. I hope that happens. Beer Malls. Sorry, Beer Malls taking a large. That was 15 years ago. Sounded like a Al Bundy. Yeah, used to play for Polk High, baby. It's all right. We like stories here. Alexis Sullivan, I'm new and a sub. Also, YouTuber. Well, welcome. Shout out to you, Alexis Sullivan. Good luck with your YouTube venture. Sorry, guys. I'm probably so far behind in the chat. I am trying. You guys are rocking the chat tonight. I'm super pumped about that. But I'm trying to get there. Make sure you hit that like button, though. Those likes are staying stagnant, and that's not cool. Let's jump that like button up. You can hit it from the 3 little dots if you're on Apple. I know there's 3 little white dots up in the corner. Hit those, hit like, or hit like from the chat. Back out of the live chat, hit like, come back in. Help us out. If you're a YouTuber, hit the like button for everybody, man. Just hit them. That helps out YouTubers more than anything. It sends the show into a different stratosphere. 20 years ago, teams' primary back would regularly carry the ball way more than they do these days, yet they had much longer careers, runs, it seemed. You wonder why that is, though. You wonder why. Was a different breed of guy, man. Tougher. I don't know. Was the players not as big and fast and strong? Were the hits less, like less dramatic, Now today, you're getting popped by some guys that are 350 pound, running fast as hell, You wonder that. Yes, the running back position makes a ton of abuse. Yes, and backs 8 to 10 years. No, you don't really get them 8 to 10 years. Obey your thirst, Jason. Thank you, Ryan Doran. Matt Filer was solid for us. He's still with the Chargers. I believe he is. Ryan. I'm not 1,000% though. Kevin Lynch just got off work and tuned in. What's going on with Justin Fields and the Cowboys? It was just a rumor, Kevin, that they may trade him or he may end up in the Big D next year with the Cowboys if the Pittsburgh Steelers don't figure out what they want to do with him. Just some rumors, and that's why I posed the question. John Bates, can't wait for this season to start. So many possibilities and potential. Yeah, here we go. Absolutely, guys. And I preach it to you all the time. Options, options, options. And that's what your general manager, Omar Khan, has done for the Pittsburgh Steelers. This being his second offseason, and he has really done a quality job at never backing himself into a corner. And I think he continues to do that. But the draft will tell that tale. That will really see exactly what he is made of here. I think if he can have two quality drafts right in a row, filling needs, and he still has time to go out there and figure it out, maybe trade-wise, if there's a hole that they can't conquer here in the draft, there's options. And I like what Omar Khan has done so far. Let me get a drink. You guys are crushing it. I love it. All right, guys, make sure you're hitting that like button. Make sure we keep hitting the likes. We'll keep going. If the Steelers move down from 20 to 26, there's no way we get back less than a third-round pick with third-round picks and fourth trading up in second round. Should be easy affair. I think they'd get a second, man. I do. They might. They got a good chance to get a second in this year's. 6 spots, that's a hefty jump. Now, that goes on the other side of the token, too, guys, though. If the Steelers wanted to trade up, it's a hefty value to trade up into like 10, 12 range. It's a hefty price. They could even be in a position where they trade up into the top round 2 and not even give up. Yeah, they could trade up and go get like a guy like Zach Frazier if they're afraid of going somewhere else. Dotson struggled under Pat O, line coach. Could use the Munchak back. Dotson got paid. We weren't paying him that. No, the Steelers weren't going to pay him that. John Lombardi. That was from John Lombardi. Sorry, guys. All right. Okay. Beerma, RD guy. I believe Tom Brady just said the same thing today about offense and defense. Look it up. Where was it, D guy? Let me know. I'll look it up. Tom B. The GOAT, baby. The GOAT. The GOAT. I love it. All right, guys, I'm just taking a little bit of a breather. My voice was starting to hurt. All right, Beer Malls. Yeah, Roger Goodell wants high-scoring offensive games now. Absolutely. William Fitzpatrick, best Steelers running back of all time. Best Steelers running back of all time. Probably got to be Franco, man. Franco. Then I got to go with the bus. Then I got to go with Barry Foster. Then I got to probably go with Fast Willie, maybe. Yeah, that's probably like my list there. Guys that I think really did well. Beer Malls, did someone say pole position? Matthew, hold on. Let me remove this guy. Remove. Sean was in and out of service too, guys, so some of his questions. Guys, I got to go to the bottom of the chat. My screen is like all messed up and I cannot read everybody's thing. So if I miss it, you can put it back in. I'm at the bottom now. I'm at Beer Malls, X out of the chat and the thumbs up. Yes, that's where I'm at. Who taught media arts, green screen, social media platforms? This is the stuff older folks need. I need some coaching. Shaw, GK Cash, Justin Fields can be a good draft day bargaining chip in the right situation, maybe without. Absolutely. I don't disagree with that one bit. He absolutely could be. Yeah. Use him to your advantage, guys. Get something back if that's your plans. If your plan is to make him your long-term succession plan, then figure that out now. Figure it out. But if you're the Pittsburgh Steelers, exercising that $26 million option on a gamble is something that I don't know if it works for me or should work for them. We'll see. Who is your favorite QB in the entire NFL? Mine is Justin Herbert. Mine is Patrick Mahomes. He's just a GOAT, guys. I mean, he wins, and that's what matters. Uh, Tom Brady, GOAT. Yeah. So those guys are my favorites. Steelers, but I do love Terry Bradshaw, and I think Joe Montana probably ranks up there pretty high. Terry Bradshaw, he had a team around him, good defense, so, but he was still a gunslinger. Steelers have 5 picks in the first, 120 picks. If they get right tackle, center, wide receiver, cornerback with those 4, or with 4 of those 5, I'm happy, and now no holes, go Steelers. Yeah, then you got to worry about depth, too. That's where I get worried, guys. I love it when we feel the holes, like you just said there, 2019. I love that, and I want to feel the holes. And then I worry. It's like, man, are we going to be deep enough? You just get so worried with that, man. That's definitely my issue because we saw that last year transpire with the linebacker room, the inside linebacker room. What's up, Elliott Jr.? Type in Tom Brady offensive comment. Okay. Tom Brady offensive comment. Let me write that down. I like to look up stuff you guys give me here. Did he say the same thing or was I close? That'd be pretty cool. There's no way I'm replicating all the long comments I made, but that's okay. I have no trouble coming. Sorry, dude. Sometimes my chat gets weird, and then I feel bad, and I got to try to scroll, and then it will keep kicking down. So if I'm trying to go back up, it'll keep rolling down on me, and it's a fight that I can't win because I can't keep track of where they are. So sometimes I have to restart and just go the whole way down to the bottom. So I do apologize when that happens. That's about the only time that we don't answer comments. Hunter Duckworth, what's up, man? Do you watch baseball? Some. Sean got me into it a little bit. Sean that joins me on Wednesdays. YDM, Detroit Lions. There you go. Sebastian, who is your favorite QB in the entire NFL? Oh, we read that one. Me too. Patrick on top. Sean, yeah, bro, I'm doing my best to keep up while running there. Thanks, Sean. Appreciate you. Type in Tom Brady. Okay, I'll do that. I wrote that down. I think the Steelers will probably extend Justin Fields 1 year without using 50-year option or franchise tag. Could use transition tag or just offer him a simple 1-year extension on the cheap. There are options, but they got to figure it out soon, man. May 2nd's rapidly approaching. We'll see how it goes, but those are all viable options. We'll see how it goes, though. Big Stretch 357. So with the pickup of Patterson, do you guys think both him and Connor Hayward will have snaps at fullback? Patterson out block in the backfield will be wild. I think Connor Hayward is going to play a little bit of a Dallas Clark type H-back role. I really think if Arthur Smith was smart that he would utilize that guy and his skill set. And I wouldn't be surprised to see Patterson get some of those reps also because he is a little bit more versatile out of the slot and things of that nature. But I think you can put Connor Hayward out in the slot and utilize him mismatches on inside linebackers, outside linebackers, etc., etc. I definitely think that there's some talent there that was untouched last year. George, Jason, how do you and Sean meet? Sean's from California. Sean lives in Hawaii too, George. How we met was back when I had a few hundred subscribers. Sean made a comment. We talked back and forth many times because I answer every comment usually on the videos. I try to. But we talked many, many times, and we just got to know each other, and I had said something about looking for somebody to come on and bullshit with me on my lives once I was able to start doing that, and then Sean and I started talking. And actually, he's become a really good friend, so I really like Sean. So I don't have many people that I talk to outside of you guys, but I don't associate with a shit ton of people outside in the real world. So I like having Sean as an ally and a friend, and it's pretty cool. Exact same thing. However, I would expect them to use them all sorts of ways, but pretty occasionally. Yes, I agree. Who's your favorite NFL player? My favorite NFL player of all time, Big Mean Joe Green, baby. Big Mean Joe. Do you see NFL teams running the ball more with the new tackling rule? I don't know. I think we'll see. I think you're going to see a mix, but I think this is definitely still pass happy league. The offenses are so propped up. The penalties are geared toward the pass. You're going to draw penalties often. You're going to get free yards. That's what's going to happen, man. It's just what's going to happen. All right, guys, I got to wrap up. I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me remove this douchebag. Steroid King, you're an idiot. All right. You're welcome, Sean. I appreciate you. Your show is coming along quite nicely, Mr. Jason. I haven't been with you long, but you're growing since I've found you. Thank you, man. I'm glad for you guys to come. Guys, I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you guys so much. Don't forget to hit that like button on your way out. I got to wrap it up. I went for about 74 minutes tonight, so I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. But hit that like button. Show us the little bit of support. I appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe. If you're not watching it live, you can watch it after it downloads. But again, guys, thank you. The mascot, the mic drop mascot says thank you. Let's make him our new mascot. Bobblehead. We got to get him up here. I need him like on my shoulder. D still broke my heart. You broke my heart the other night, D. You broke my damn heart, D. All right, guys. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks, guys. Good show. Appreciate all your comments. You guys are the best YouTube community out there. And I watched several. So definitely you guys are one of the better ones, man. And I really appreciate it. So until tomorrow, maybe Sean and I will come on for a special Saturday or something. We'll see how it goes. I got to let my vocal cords rest a little bit. But until then, I'm Jason. This is Mike Drop Sports. This is show Steel City Live. And until next time, peace. Thank you, guys.